Hi y'all, I'm not Ann Patchett. This is also not Ann Patchett. This is Lindsay and Barnabas. Filling in for Ann, so I've got a big stack of books to go through today because usually we break this up between the two of us. This morning when I was looking through the books of new releases, I was really hoping there would be a book about drag queens out today so that I could say a little word about how much I love drag queens and I love drag culture in America, but especially in Tennessee. Drag queens, I love you. And boy howdy is there a book about drag queens out today. By Craig Seligman, Who Does That Bitch Think She Is? Which is a history of Doris Fish, who was one of the first drag queens in the 1970s, fought against a lot of pushback to drag culture. Maybe there's some resonances with today. Drag culture is so important, queer culture is so important. Books like this are so important. Check it out. Also out today, we have the Read with Jenna pick, which is Black Candle Women by Diane Marie Brown. This one is like practical magic meets the secret lives of church ladies. It follows a family of Black women with some magic happening. Guess what time it is? It's Colleen Hoover time. We have a new paperback out today. Colleen Hoover has teamed up with the incredible writer Taryn Fisher for Never Never, which is a story of two lovers who have their memories erased but keep finding each other again and again. A debut that's out today that I have read and I loved is Your Driver is Waiting by Priya Guns. This is a gender swap take on the film Taxi Driver, following a rideshare app who falls in love with a maybe problematic white woman who she gives a ride to. This book is so good. You'll read it in one sitting. Priya, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. If you have a lot of time on your hands, we have a new Samantha Shannon out today. This is a prequel to the TikTok hit Priory and the Orange Tree, A Day of Fallen Night. And on to some nonfiction. You may have read Catherine May's Wintering, which has been out in hardcover forever and it's never stopped selling because it is one of those great and accessible self-help books. Out today we have Enchantment, Awakening Wonder in an Anxious Age. Y'all feeling anxious? I can't imagine why. And finally, to cap things off, if you're a nerd like me and you like to read about things like the history of books and encyclopedias, we have All the Knowledge in the World by Simon Garfield, which is a history of the encyclopedia written in the format of an encyclopedia. And if I were you, I would pair it with the paperback release out today of Index, A History of the Index by Dennis Duncan. And up next, we have Elise talking to us about events.
Hi, everyone. I know I say all the time how great our events are, but seriously, if you think about it, why would I bring on a yawner? Just wouldn't happen. So last night was a perfect example of a really incredibly special evening. We had Yasmin Ali and her sister Summer in conversation, and her family, and all of these people from Waverly, Tennessee. The book is Walk Through Fire, and this is the train disaster that changed America, and it did, and it was incredibly impactful, not just for Waverly or Nashville or Middle Tennessee, but for so many things. And it's an amazing book, and we do have signed copies. Again, it was a full house. I want to do a shout out to my new best friend, Valerie, who made sure that she told us, or she told me, that she watches the Laydown videos religiously, as many of you do, and I want to say thank you so much for doing that. That was last night. We do have signed copies, so come on in. It's really a fast, interesting, exciting read. And then tomorrow night, I don't have the book, but it's Kim Hinton. And for those of you who know Kim, and I think 150 million of you might know Kim, he really changed the landscape of Nashville. He's so creative. He's an architect and built so many of the buildings that you see every day in and around Nashville. This book, it's a beautiful, I'm gonna do this, it's a beautiful large size book that focuses on the Bicentennial Mall. This event is free and it is almost filled up. He's in conversation with Demetria Kalodimos, if I didn't already say that. So that's tomorrow at 6:30. Tonight, I just want to let everybody know, in case you don't, that unfortunately Amy Porterfield had to cancel unforeseen circumstances, and Amy, we're thinking about you, so if you were planning to come tonight, don't. but come tomorrow night for Kim Hinton. And then Saturday, Susanna Chapman is an illustrator, and she's going to be doing story time. This is one of her books, but I think she'll have many. This is Busy Feet, and it's really fun. And so she will be doing story time here in the store at 10:30 on Saturday. And then I just wanted to let you know, Tuesday we have Hannah Witten, and then Wednesday we have Dana Schwartz. This is a young adult novel. I'm looking at Ray Ann, Immortality, a Love Story. And this is almost filled. So everybody get online and go ahead and register before it is a completely full event and you can no longer attend. So come all of these different days. I always say, I hope I see you at all these events, and they're great, and we love you, and we love Ray Ann, and here she is.
Thanks, Elise. Hi, everybody. This is the new Spark Book Club for March. I told you last week I was going to tell you about it today. Well, here it is. It's The Town with No Mirrors by Christina Collins. This is about a girl who lives in a society where no one is supposed to talk about what anyone else looks like, and there are no mirrors. Nobody's called ugly. It sounds so great, right? Until it's not. You'll get your books very soon, Spark readers. And also in middle grade today, Finally Seen by Kelly Yang. This is about a girl who, after 5 years in China, separated from her parents and her sister, rejoins them, and about the feelings she has about moving to the U.S. Caldecott medalist Dan Santat, one of my favorite illustrators, has his very first graphic memoir out today. It's a graphic novel form for middle grade readers. This is about his time in junior high, and how he takes a trip to Europe and things change and how it starts to change his life. YA readers, Nick Stone has a new book out today, Chaos Theory. This is an amazing book. I could hardly put it down. It's about two teens, one with a diagnosed mental disorder and one recovering from addiction, and they find out that they are each worthy of love. It's a fascinating read. Michael Gray Bulla's YA out today, debut, If I Can Give You That. Michael was a former Nashville Youth Poet Laureate, and this is their debut novel, his debut novel about a trans man and finding community and himself. Chloe Gong fans, we've got something special for you today. Last Violent Call. This is a set of 2 novellas in a box, so pretty, and it is set in the world of These Violent Delights, one of our favorite Parnassus Next selections. And I want to end with a picture book, The Night Frolic by Julie Berry. Shout out to Julie, who's an indie bookstore owner, and this is illustrated by Jamie Zollers. This is a beautiful nighttime book. It's a mystical ride to the top of the world and back again, and it is just beautiful and a fun story. Thanks for listening, and thanks for shopping at Parnassus.